Alright guys, this is Space Duel PCB number 2. I just got this put on the bench, and the one thing I did do is I verified that the AVG chip that was in the board was no good. So I actually used my board that I just repaired. I took this out and I put the AVG chip from this in that board because I know that board worked. And it does not work. So 2 bad AVG chips. So I put the AVG chip in here and I've got it up on the screen. And what is going on is the Y circuit is flipped on top of each other, flipped on top of itself. The Y axis is folded over. X axis looks fine. It's just it's the Y circuit. And it's not digital. This is not a digital problem because everything is there and proper. This is in the analog section in the Y circuit. And I think it's this guy right here. I think it's this op amp. So I am going to, I think I'll look at the schematic and find out which of these op amps is in the Y circuit and just replace them. These op amps are a pretty high failure rate part. I may replace all of them. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll just replace the one. I think it's this one. But I'm going to verify that in the schematic. But yeah, I believe it's this guy right here. So I'll do that. And then these pots are going to have to be sprayed with the deoxide. You can see they're kind of flaky and shaky. But let's get this Y circuit flipped back over proper so that we can see what's going on. Okay, change of plan. Y-axis output. I think my TLO82s are good because I don't see any problems with the vectors themselves. I think it's E10. It's just 13201 because I know this is the same type of chip that a 4006 is. That is used in asteroids. And when those go bad, it folds the screen over. I know that for a fact. So this guy right here, E10, which is right here, that's what I'm going to replace. And I believe that'll fix the board. I don't think it's a TLO82. I got to thinking about it. When these things go bad, these O82s, these op amps, when they go bad, you get really bad looking vectors. Just a folded over screen. Look at those analog switches, and that's what these are. So that's what I'm going to replace. Okay, I got the I got this chip removed already. This is the LF13201, which I've already removed that guy. And I am putting a socket in the board at that location. Now let's go ahead and solder this socket into the board. unfold these legs. Okay. That is the LF301, which I just bought some of those. I had no idea where I put them, unfortunately. I honestly have no idea where I put those. LF301, did I? Oh boy. Hell. Okay, no clue. That's a mystery. Okay, I'm gonna have to look for those chips and find out where I put them. I'll be back. Okay. There's the new analog switch right there. I did find them. I had bought 5 of those guys, and I've made a nice spot for those in my stash over here. That's their spot right there. I just need to make a label. So we are ready to fire this thing up. Everything's wired correctly, parts to parts. This guy's incorrectly. Good. This guy's incorrectly. Okay. Let's fire it up. I hear the vector chatter. Okay, it is correct. It's just way too big. So I need to come over here. And I need to resize this guy. And position. Size, position. I need to shoot these pots. But hey, there's another one fixed. Whenever you see, with your vector games, whenever you see your picture folded over, but the vectors look good, it's always that analog switch chip. If you have problems with vectors looking like they don't make any sense, then you should suspect your op amps. But if it's just a folded over picture, it's always that analog switch. So, well, we got another one. I'm going to have to purchase another AVG replacement chip, because that's the same one I was using in the other board. So, all right. Well, it was a quick one, but at least it had a fault that I got to fix this time. And it's a little information for you for if you see that kind of stuff. That goes for Asteroids as well. Asteroids games, these games. This just has a different number. the analog switch in an asteroids game, the number is 4006, and this one it's that LF13201. It's just an analog switch. So there you go. Okay, guys. Well, a couple easy space duels. This one will probably be for sale as well. I'm going to sell both of these. So if anyone's interested in space duel boards, get a hold of me. See ya on the next repair, guys. Okay, I just deoxidated the pots and got it lined up really nice. I'm kind of doing I'm going to do a sound test now. I've already coined it up. Now I got to hit select, I guess, which is 11 on this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, I've selected it. Now I gotta hit start, which is 6 on this. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. You can tell the sound does work. And I'm sure the inputs all work. I mean, I'm not positive, but I bet they do. One player. Okay, it's 10. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hear it? Thrust works. And fire is solder side number 3 on this. 1, 2, 3. Hear it? Yeah. The sounds are all good. Inputs are good. Cool. I like Space Duel. Space Duel is a pretty cool game, I think, because I like asteroids, and to me, this is the original color asteroids. Look how good that looks. Nice. All right. All right, guys. See you on the next one. Couple nice and easy space duels.